A United Airlines Boeing 767 scheduled to fly from Washington Dulles to Rome Fiumicino returned to Washington after a passenger's laptop dropped through the passenger cabin into the cargo bay. As the laptop had a lithium-ion battery, its unattended presence in the cargo hold represented a credible threat to safety. We take a look at this strange incident for today's video. While commercial flights have been diverted due to passenger items being lost or wedged in a seat, an item dropping through into the cargo hold might be a first. Honestly, some members of our team didn't even know this was possible. So, what are the details of the incident? Well, on October 15th, a United Airlines Boeing 767-400ER operating flight UA-126 from Washington to Rome made the return to IAD after the unusual onboard incident. Data from Flight Radar 24 shows the 767 performing a U-turn off the coast of Boston less than an hour into its 8-hour journey to Rome. As per ATC recordings, the passenger dropped the laptop down a sidewall, which then led to it slipping into the cargo bay below. As we mentioned at the introduction, because the device was lithium-powered, its disappearance presented a credible threat to the aircraft, particularly in such a sensitive area of the plane. The exchange between the flight crew and ATC reveals that the laptop fell into an area out of sight and inaccessible to the crew, as well as being away from the aircraft's fire suppression systems. The device was also switched on at the time it was dropped. One of the pilots told ATC, "A passenger on the airplane had a laptop that they dropped somewhere, and it's now missing somewhere inside the airplane, and we need to recover it before we can go across the pond." Simple Flying spoke to Captain Andy Lapina, who has been flying the Boeing 767 for 7 years, to understand what would prompt the aircraft to divert. Lapina told us, "There can be a gap between the passenger floor and the sidewall due to interior furnishings. The question would be, did it fall behind a liner in the cargo bay, i.e. where other wire harnesses may run, or did it fall straight down to the cargo bay where it may or may not be isolated from other potentially flammable cargo?" Lapina added that, without knowing the status of the battery after the fall, it made complete sense to turn back, saying, "A transoceanic flight in the 767 can mean you are 2 to 3 hours from the nearest divert, and a damaged lithium battery could prove catastrophic in the wrong conditions." And so the 767 turned back to Washington and landed at 00:35 local time, more than 2 hours after it had departed. The laptop was subsequently located and the aircraft was refueled and prepared for the replacement flight. This flight arrived in Rome with a delay of over 5 hours. Have you heard of anything like this happening before? Let us know by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.